Hi, I'm Tamari, and welcome to the weekly energy tune in. This week, when I sit with what I would like to offer you and what would feel most needed, what comes up really clearly is the need for more grounding and more ways for us to come back to our center, remember who we are, and be in our body and be present. Through the years, one of the most helpful ways that I could find to do that has been through breath work and visualization. So today, instead of talking about an idea or a concept, what I'd like to do is to actually offer you three of my personal practices that I do every day that have to do with breathing and visualizing. So without further ado, let's jump into it. The first practice that I would like to talk about, the background to this practice or the understanding that you kind of need to have around it or where it comes from, is that we are in fact connected into everything around us. We are connected to the earth below us and to the cosmos and the realms above us. We are a part of a tapestry that's much larger in the sense of energy exchange, even though we tend to, most of the time, even the conscious of us, live in a sense of separateness, like we are, there's us and that there's everything around us. So the beauty of this practice, in my opinion, is that it not only uses breath, which helps us kind of calm and reduce stress and oxygenate, but it also connects us to that, to the earth, to the cosmos, to the realms around us. So the way that this practice works is this. To start, you need to understand that, and this is whether you understand or accept chakras or not, that there is imagine a central channel that runs all the way from your root, so kind of like your perineum area, all the way up to your crown, so the top of your head and out through your head. So for this practice, when we inhale, we'll be drawing the energy through the earth, up through the root, or if you're standing through your feet. So up into a point in the center of your chest. So it could be your heart or it could be your solar plexus. So inhale up into that area. And when you exhale, exhale out, all the way out through that central channel, out your crown. And then with the next round, we'll pull the energy, when the next inhale, we'll pull the energy and the breath in as if through the crown into that center, either our chest or our solar plexus. And then when we exhale, we'll release it all the way back out, down through the root or through our feet, back into the earth. The circulation of energy and breath is really, really powerful exercise to not only come back into our body, because when we're doing this, we are really present and it's kind of centered in our body. But it also a beautiful way to kind of invite that energy to release anything that is in your chakras or in your body that is kind of ready to move and release. So you can imagine that breath or that energy come in into that center and then sweep everything else out of it on the way out, and the same vice versa. So kind of sweeping all that central channel and taking with it anything that is kind of stuck and ready to release. The cool thing about this practice is that you can do it anywhere and anytime. You can do this when you're sitting on a bus or when you're talking to a friend. It's very internal. Nobody really knows you're doing it. But really, whenever I catch myself that I'm like a little out of sorts or not really like present or just like feeling, when overwhelm comes, I go to this exercise right away and I kind of move whatever it is that I'm feeling. I'm kind of letting the breath and the energy move it through and out my body. So that's the first exercise I got for you. So the second practice that I have for you is a little more advanced than that, and this one is more it's appropriate or easier to do when you do have some time, because it's a little more involved. So I do this one when I'm meditating as a part of my meditation practice in the morning. Uh, and especially any time that I either want to sit to meditate, but I need a bridge between maybe I was already, maybe it's the evening and I was already up and doing a lot of things during the day, and I kind of need to land back in my body before I can actually meditate. So this practice is a really nice bridge. And the way it works is like this. And this is, by the way, inspired by an incredible, wonderful teacher named Dr. Sue Morter. It's not exactly how she teaches it, but it's my variation of it. So it also involves our chakras, and if the chakras are not a concept that you're super familiar with, that's okay. You really just need to have a general understanding that these are your energy centers, and like I said, that there's a central channel connecting all of them, and that understand generally where they are. So I recommend actually taking a quick look at a diagram to kind of just reference where in your body are you focusing. So here's how this works. We start from below, so from the earth. When you inhale, you'll pull your energy into your root chakra. And when you exhale, you'll release it all the way from your root, all the way up your central channel out your crown. And then with the next cycle, when you inhale, you'll pull down your breath and your energy all the way down to your root. And then when you exhale, release it all the way into the earth. And then on the next cycle, we'll go up a chakra. So when you inhale, you'll draw the air and the energy into your sacral chakra. And then when you exhale, you'll release it all the way up your central channel out your crown. And then on the next round, when you inhale, you'll pull the energy down from the cosmos through your crown all the way down your central channel to your sacral chakra. And when you exhale, you release it all the way down through the root into the earth. We'll do one more and then you kind of understand the rest. So the next one, you'll inhale through your root. And if you're standing, it's through your feet. So up through your root or your feet into your solar plexus. It's the next chakra. And then when you exhale, you'll release it all the way out through your crown. And then in the next one, you'll inhale down through your crown, through your central channel, into your solar plexus. And then when you exhale, you'll release it through your sacral and your root all the way down into the earth. So you keep going like this all the way up the chakras, and then you can also reverse it. So you can can keep going into another cycle of the same practice, but going from your crown all the way down your chakras. This is hands down one of my favorite ways to ground myself and to ground my energy and to really find stillness, because it requires such presence that this exercise in itself, I think, is a form of meditation. And it's just really powerful. And one more thing that you can add to this, it's a visualization, is with that breath moving through your chakras and through your body, imagine and invite it to clear anything that is ready to release from your body. So as it's going through your root, see it kind of almost like sweeping and clearing and taking with it everything out, and then again kind of coming in and sweeping and clearing everything out. Really, really beautiful and very powerful practice. The third practice I have is a lot more simple, and this is something that you can also do in a meditation if you want, but this is another practice that you could actually do anytime. And my favorite time to do this practice, and you'll hear in a second why, is whenever I either am in a situation with myself or with another person where I feel like I'm kind of shutting down, or when I'm kind of, this hardening feeling in your chest, like you're kind of, something is closing off. It's a heart opener. So the way that it works, you imagine that there are these doors in front of your heart center. So this is, it's your heart center, so your heart chakra, not your anatomical heart. Imagine that there's these doors in front of your heart. And when you inhale, you invite energy and the breath as if it could come through your heart. So you'll breathe in through your heart and exhale and breathe out and see it as if it's going out through your heart as well. And you can repeat that as many times as you wish until you feel like there's this softening that's happening, and you'll feel it. It's very clear. Another layer that I like to add to this practice is telling myself, you can call this a mantra, when you inhale, I invite or I let love in, and when you exhale, I exude or I give love out. So I let love in and I give my love out. And seeing that flow of in and out is a really beautiful practice. It's very softening, and it'll really help you come back to your heart, especially, like I said, especially if you're in an interaction or in a situation where you're just feeling a little like you're either starting to shut down, or where you're just like feeling protective or defensive, and those walls come up. You know those walls, right? So this is a really great way to soften. These are my practices for you this week. Breath and visualization, such an important way to come back into our body, into our soul, into our remembrance. I really hope that these support you on your week and beyond in your life. Please comment below and let me know if you found these helpful, if you tried it out. And of course, if you are enjoying this video, subscribe to the channel so that you keep getting notices when I release more videos, which is every week. So much love to you, and have a good day.